This week is National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. Good evening, I'm Ryan Kennedy.
And I'm Kristen Remington. Thanks for keeping it here with us at 5:30. What an important job, and they just don't get rattled, it seems.
Right.
At least when you call.
Right.
They might be sweating on the inside, but they don't show it. This week is all about honoring dispatchers and call takers who are the first of the first responders. Michaela Hardy joins us here in the new studio after checking out the Regional Dispatch and Emergency Operations Center. Michaela, what is it like to be a dispatcher and call taker?
Well, Kristen, like all of our other first responders, this can be a very stressful job where every day is unpredictable.
You could still be getting an emergency call on a non-emergency line. So it's really a mixed bag every time you answer the phone. You never know what you're going to encounter.
There are 3 dispatch centers in Washoe County: Sparks Dispatch, Reno Dispatch, and Washoe County Dispatch. And Reno is the second busiest 911 call center in Nevada. Last year, the total call volume was just under 670,000 calls processed. Over 188,000 calls were 911 calls, averaging over 1,200 calls per day.
If you're calling from Reno or within Washoe County, actually, you have a 65% chance of coming to the city of Reno. And it makes sense. Most of our people live in Reno, they travel through Reno, they do activities in Reno, and when crises happen, it's usually when people are out and about.
When answering a phone call, dispatch has to be ready for anything. They even need to know how to guide someone through all kinds of medical emergencies while waiting for first responders to arrive.
Our dispatchers are trained to provide life-saving instructions. So if in the case of an imminent birth, someone is in labor and needs to give birth before they can get to the hospital, our dispatchers actually have scripts and protocols that they can provide those instructions to tell someone how to give birth.
Public Safety Dispatch Supervisor Casey Fraudevaux says the most common ones are related to domestic violence and car crashes. But she tells us the hardest calls are the ones that involve children.
Especially a lot of us here have kids, and when you get calls pertaining to children, it can be really, really tough. Those are sometimes the hardest calls for our staff, is things involving children.
Some 911 calls can be tough to work through, especially when the caller is panicking. Fraudevaux says the best thing you can do is share your location and try to be patient with the operator.
So we get that a lot of people being upset about all the questions, but we have to. And so just bear with us while we're asking the questions and just slow down and try to take a breath and listen.
Reno Dispatch also says the best way to determine if you should call 911 or their non-emergency line is by asking yourself this: is there a threat to someone's life or property? If yes, then that's when you call 911, and if no, then call the non-emergency line. Covering the story, Michaela Hardy, 2 News Nevada.